This field was home to legends like Bellino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy, Indianapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Smith takes the handoff. Puts him in the spin cycle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Hard running there. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Fires toward the target. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. Bulls his way forward. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Memphis. Number 5.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Navy, 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. He'll try to pop the draw. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there. Good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really nice job running the option at quarterback. And I think when we talk Navy QBs, we're always talking about Roger Staubach. He won the Heisman, he was a Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys. Keenan Reynolds, I think, is one of the greatest football players in college history that nobody talked enough about. He was so dangerous on these.
He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! Getting set for the point after.
Number 21.
Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much. He caught it!
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Landry. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some...
And the pass hits, picked off. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Navy! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score. Navy 21, Memphis 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kickoff.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Memphis offense will take over. First and 10.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Landry. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to roll.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll try to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And you just wonder, when is it going to happen for this true freshman? We know he's got so much talent and ability. The coaching staff was so excited about him coming into this season. He hasn't been able to score quite yet this year, but this is the time. This is an opportunity for him to break the seal.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Line gets set. First down. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapting. He fires it out to the right. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to FIU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance.
Got it.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Number 89 with the catch and score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there getting set. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This time they'll go to the running game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Fires toward the end zone. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Navy will go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. He's right on target. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Now the pitch. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Navy will have to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Picks up the first down. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he got loose, it was all over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Navy offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On first and 10 from the 38. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you got...
Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing... something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Navy will go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got enough for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Memphis 42, Navy 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll toss it. Or left him grasping for air. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in Fort Speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He tries to take the top off. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
49, Navy, 28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And your Navy Michigan will take over 1st and 10.
And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him. and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. Past the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Number 1.
That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. He looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Navy, 28.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the cover. Down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, it's out! And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.